Alright, well, I just saw Exit 8, which is an indie horror film of sorts. And I say that because, like, it's not really that scary. If you have, like, fear of, like, tight spaces and stuff, and you don't like feeling like you're trapped in a loop and you don't know where the exit is, because that's essentially what this movie is, then it might really get to you. For me, it was just kind of cool. Like, the best thing about this movie outright is the spot the difference stuff in the movie, where you're going through the same hallways over and over again until near the end, and you, as well as the characters, have to figure out what's different from before. And if you can go from 0 to 8, you might escape. So it's almost like you go through like a set of hallways 8 times, and if you get it all correct in one go, you could escape. But when you have unresolved issues and stuff that might stop you and give you self-doubt, that's where, this movie becomes 90 minutes of this instead of like 5 to 10 minutes, which some people on Letterboxd are saying, oh, I would escape in 5 minutes. But this hallway and this subway station obviously, like, plays with your insecurities and your unresolved trauma and stuff like that. Which I really appreciate that part of the movie, and my guess is if this movie does decently okay, they're probably going to do an American version or a Canadian version of this movie, because this movie was entirely in Japanese. But, I mean, I respect this version. I like, the main actor. There's a couple kid actors in here that do a good job. But the big allegory, there's an allegory in here and there's a metaphor in here. And I'm not going to spoil what it is. I got it from the beginning. Like, I mean, I was just waiting for it to be revealed, even though I already knew what was going on from, like, the second scene. So I didn't really appreciate the predictability of it. But for an experience in a theater with the great surround sound, and you can hear a pin drop in some of these scenes, that I appreciated. So the atmosphere and a little bit of the tension was there, and the character work was there for the most part, but it was so predictable and just not scary. Like, some people might find it scary, but it's PG horror, it was alright.